Hi guys, Merritt here. Just wanted to kind of touch base on rail tracking system. Notice a couple little problems when it comes to laying your rails down. If you're laying them a particular way, like say for instance you want to use like a storage cart system where you need to ship the cart down the lane to a different location, and you're going to have several different locations in which the cart can go. This is one little thing that I ran into. Let me quickly switch this to day here so it's a little bit easier to see. Okay, basically what happens is if you, say for instance I'm facing north, just have your standard push button, start, a little bit of redstone with the repeater, more redstone. Now what happens is if you are facing north when you place your rails, if you want, say for instance you want to ship your carts down this way, so that it's going, your carts are going west. Problem is, what as you can see here in a moment, I'm going to lay out your standard layout, just to kind of show you what I'm meaning by this. Say for instance you want all your carts to kind of run this way, so it's all going down the track. What happens is that if you have it set up to where if it hits if you have a particular timing going on to where if you want the cart is just before it gets to the turnaway, so it'll go the opposite direction. What ends up happening is that if you want to do this more than once, if you are facing north during this time when you are building it, as you can see that I have the rail veering off to the west. What happens is this, is that when you click on this button, you notice it stayed facing west and then it flip-flopped and turned the opposite direction. See, what happens is that for some odd apparent reason with the way the rail systems are made, if you're facing north when you are when you're placing the rails, it for some reason always wants to face to the east. So that what happens is that if you want this to be a system that you can use all the time, when you go to click the button, it will immediately flip it so that instead of you wanting it to veer towards the west, and then once the cart gets close enough, it'll change it and switch it to go this way. Problem is that once you've hit it once, it sticks. Like I'll kind of show you again here. Delete these two, pop a new one in there. As you can kind of see from up above, is that if you once you click on this button, it pauses and then it flips to the other side. Not entirely sure on why it does this, but it does. Same goes for, if I'm not mistaken, if you place it the opposite way. If you have it where you want to go like this, and you have, and it doesn't matter how much redstone you use, you could have just a small amount, but this will operate a little bit different. It'll immediately flip on and off, and it's mainly because of the direction in which this particular block is placed. If you go the same with, if you want to go where it's facing this way, see, as soon as you place redstone dust, it immediately wants to change to the direction that it wants to face. For some odd apparent reason, the rail systems work in this particular manner. So at this time, it'll work as soon as you click the button. It'll turn it, and as soon as the button's clicked off, it'll immediately switch back to the position it started at. Let me also try it if you place it like this and see what it does. See if it actually will pause it, and it does the same thing as anything that's facing east and north will make it so that it will pause, and then it'll flip the opposite direction and it'll keep it remaining in that place. Anything that's placed south and west will do the flip-flop the way that you want it to, where as soon as you turn it on it flips it over, and then as soon as it comes off it flips it the opposite way. If you want it to be set to where, like in Two Awesome Guys or Two Awesome Gamers storage cart bank, they had to set theirs in a particular way in order for, as soon as everything goes like this, wherever all these are facing that way, and as soon as the power turns on it flips it over, and then as soon as the power's off it flips it the opposite, back to the way it was going. If you do not have these placed correctly in the right way that you need it to go, it will not function the way you need it to. So what you need to do is that if you want to have it to where it if you want it to work correctly to where everything is going east, then you want to place everything going southwards, or you want to start your tracks basically in this manner, where you place here, and you have it like that, and then you go off of that. If you don't place it in this, it'll just do the same thing as these ones, where it'll pause and then flip it the opposite direction you want it to go. So if you want everything to go in a particular way, you have to have it set up like this. That's the issue that I was running into. So it's not broken, it's just they have the rails set up a particular way to where once powered it wants to go in a certain direction, and it'll remain staying in that direction. So if you're trying to do the storage minecart, make sure you check by laying down tracks and powering it up to see which way it's going to face when before you do this, or you're going to end up doing the same thing that I did and basically lay all your tracks, get everything set and ready to go, run your test, and then find out, oh, you've placed your stuff wrong. So if you're running into this problem and you're wondering why, well, here you go. This is what happens when you place your tracks in the wrong way, when you want things to run a certain way. So just kind of give you a little bit of tips and tricks. I hope you like it, and hope this kind of resolves some issues for people who might be having the same problem that I did with laying the tracks a certain way. Hope you get some information out of this tutorial, and hope to see you next time.